So our first campground of the night, or of the trip, we came off 50, came down 114, and I don't know the name, but we cut through Gunnison National Highway, came through this area. We knew we had to find a spot. Rain was threatening, and it came down like buckets. And we found this dispersed area. It's kind of not quite what we normally do. It's an established campground, but it's kind of off the path. We have our own restroom, which is kind of cool. There's no one else here. There are a couple of campgrounds across the bridge over here, if you can see. So I kind of put myself underneath the tarp as Mark ran around and put all the tarp poles up, and because it came down in buckets. You can see it's pretty wet. It stopped raining now. It's about 58 degrees, and got a little creek we're sleeping next to. These campgrounds over here are actually a little bit nicer, but didn't want to hook everything in. Kind of lazy. And plus it was pouring rain. Got the tent set up, tarp set up, lighting the fire in the fire pit, getting ready to have some kielbasa and some beans, dinner. This without tripping. Got the roaring fire going already. My tent all set up, ready to go. And Mark's hooch, whatever you call it. He's got the Army cot up off the ground, and Army surplus tent on top of it. It's a pretty cool setup, actually, and pretty good because the ground's awfully wet. That's our first night. Obligatory shot of the back of the Jeeps. We're geared up. Here's dinner. I don't know if you can see, I think it's gravel that's building up in my hood. Try to tilt the camera down a little bit. You can see it all building up. We're at the top of Engineer Pass, 12,854 feet according to mine. Sign right 12,850. It's been hailing gravel now for the last probably 45 minutes or so. You can see it's covering on the trail. Snowpack to the left here, and would love to get out and take some pictures, but it's currently 46 degrees and hailing, so dropping. Alright, take two. After running Engineer Pass and then following the trail marks that we had set up, the GPX file, it actually took us on Mineral Creek, which short trail, about 7 miles, but it was a difficult trail, and so it took us quite a bit longer than we expected. And so running late, we had to race across to Norwood for a camping spot. And we just grabbed the first spot we could find because it was getting late. So we set up camp and overnighting. Today's going to be an easier day. We're going to do Last Dollar Road, camp along there, take our time, but this is our spot for night 2. And we didn't have a fire last night. It was getting dark by the time we set up, and we just had a bag meal and a sandwich for dinner. But here's the site that we were at tonight, or last night. Mark attempted his hammock, but it didn't work out, so he had to pitch his hooch up after I was already asleep, actually. So yeah, this is night 2's campsite. And today's going to be an easy trail, nothing crazy. Get to camp early, cook some fajitas for dinner, and yeah, here we go. So after yesterday's late night into the campsite and trying to find a place, we thought we'd find a dispersed spot along Last Dollar Road, but they were all taken. So we ended up at National Forest Fee campground. Not too bad, a little crowded, but you know what? It's going to work for us tonight. We're all set up, got the fire going, getting ready to have a little sip of whiskey. All the tents set up, sun setting over the mountain. Good day, good day. So we're following this line of, it's like a taco, 3 Jeeps. We're gonna head up that way. On that shelf road. So night 4, we're in another paid campground. Not easy finding dispersed camping. Found some spots today, but they were washed out. I'm a little concerned if there was any rain, we'd be sleeping in puddles. So we moved on. Tents are set up, got the fire started, and we do have a rather pretty view as we sit by the fire this evening. Not too shabby. Alright, we just came up Corkscrew Gulch. Check out this scenery. It's just stunning. We're a little above 12,200 feet in elevation. It was a pretty steep climb coming up here. Definitely 4-wheel drive all the way. Mark, do you want to take 2? My Jeep's dirty. We are back in a formal dispersed camping area. Has a little vault toilet, so that's always nice. Don't have to dig a hole. Beautiful views of the mountains. The sun's going to kind of carve you off. And we're all set up. The Jeeps are backed in. I can kind of walk through here and see what's going on. Mark's trying to kill us tomorrow and doing some hard trails. Gonna get a fire going.
I've already got a broke windshield.
Mark's hooch set up. My tent set up. Yeah, nice little spot. Night 5. So it's the morning of day 6? Yeah, day 6. Had a good night's sleep, slept like a rock. Got down to low mid-40s, I guess, last night. Little path through the woods. Next to the, I guess it's a trout stream. I don't know what you could call it, a brook, a creek, stream. And there's Uncle Mark fishing. Looking like a pro. So it's night 6, and we're in the San Isabel National Forest. Not a whole lot of dispersed camping here, so we're in a National Forest designated site, Cascade Falls. And here's our site for tonight. Jeeps, no Jeep trails today. We ran down, well, we did a trail, but it was kind of a bypass to get here. And so we're all set up. Got the fire going. And yeah, right now it's showing 65 degrees. It was rumbling some thunder earlier, but nothing now. And it should be a good night. We're ready and good to go. Day 7 tomorrow is Tin Cup, and then off to Cottonwood Pass to finish it up. At the top of Tin Cup Pass, elevation 12,154 feet, right on the Continental Divide. Atlantic Ocean side is San Isabel National Forest, and Pacific Ocean side is Gunnison National Forest. A little bit of a grapple storm, but it's not too bad.